Well, so how much does it cost to live in Sapa village? So let's find out in this video, guys. So right now I am in the most beautiful village in Sapa. This one is captivated for thousands of tourists going every day. And it's because of the beauty of the rice field terraces. It's very unique. You only find here in the northern part of Vietnam. So let's have a walk with me around to find out how much does it really cost to live in this village. Hi guys, my name is Nga and I'm living in Sapa, and I'm a local guide here. I've been working for this job for many years. I'm happy to take you for a walk today. So we are now about 15 kilometers away from Sapa Central. That is where the very touristy and so many tourist attractions are there. And the reason why I'm doing the video in the village is because I want to show you a different side of Sapa. It's a village, and a lot of people are going to do the homestay in the very isolated, beautiful and peaceful place, and they want to, and you want to wake up in the middle of the rice fields and you hear the sound from the insects and the waters and things like that. Yeah. Okay, it's a mountain retreat, guys. For me, what I can say from my perspective is that in Hanoi, the biggest city in Vietnam, or Saigon, or Nha Trang, or Da Nang, the middle of Vietnam, where the beautiful beaches are, then the price of living and the accommodation renting and everything like that is way different with Sapa there in the villages. Most of the local people, we live by self-sufficient. We farm and breed the animals, the home animals like chickens, ducks and everything like that, and even the pigs roaming around the village, not in factory. And yeah, you see the endless of rice field terraces. It is a main meal for us. So when people have a chance to, speak English, we're gonna have a better chance to work in the hotels, restaurant, or hospitality industry. And because it's that kind of tourism and hospitality industry is increasing in Sapa so much, and it's very good. So we have to train ourselves on a daily basis. Yeah, look at that, how beautiful that is. So as you can see that we have so many different resources, so people live in a very peaceful life. But to give you the real numbers, I'm gonna do it later. So it comes to a question, how much exactly a meal cost for a family of 5, for example, in here? Well, I would say it is almost like on how many hours we spend on working and farming on the rice fields, and how many cares we've spent for the chickens and pigs and ducks, all the home animals like that. Okay, it is very, very different with the big city like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, because in those places everything is calculated on how much exactly. But in here, just like we spend about 5 months to farm the rice in here and to get the food on our table. Yeah, all the family members come and help together. But if you were to buy, for example, 1 kilograms is ranging from 15,000 to 25,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram of rice. And for a kilogram of rice for a family, we gonna have like a day with breakfast, lunch and dinner for a family of 5. And beside that, we're gonna have the vegetables which is available in the garden. Of course, we have to spend time to take care of that. And yeah, people here, we gotta have a huge amount of vegetables every meal, breakfast, lunch and dinner. That's the main dish, I guess. And beside that, we have buffalo jerkies and yeah, everything jerky. We love that. Marinated the meat, and then we just simply hang on the burner to smoke it. And you know, with that way we can keep like 2 or 3 years. Hello, Yozong. They're having a bath in the middle of the day, you know. It is 12. Yeah, so every time you travel here, make sure you prepare umbrella. It's good for rain, or it is also good for sunshine like today, especially in the monsoon season. Guys, are you traveling to Vietnam, especially Sapa in the northern part of Vietnam? So don't hesitate to leave a comment with any question that comes to your mind, or you can see more in the description. I have more videos about Sapa, the best place to see, and I also created a PDF which helps you to travel Sapa easily and conveniently. Check it out. If you guys have watched my previous video, you easily get to know that the local people here come and settled here in Sapa about 400 years ago. And the black moon is originally from China. And yeah, they came here and then they started to, you know, simply build a house on the mountainside. And yeah, you hear the sound from the ducks and chickens down there, right? Yeah, so they own the place. They own the rice fields. And it's passed down from generations to generations. You know, the technique and also the land. So they don't have to pay for the land. It's good. But if you were to rent a homestay or something like that, you normally come to a proper homestay with their mattress and blankets. And yeah, the reason why I call it a proper homestay is because, you know, it's good for tourists, nice and clean. Yeah, look at that, the buffalo. Yeah, this is all the fertilizers for rice field terraces and the kids over there, because now it's a summer holiday. So I'm gonna prove everything, the information I'm giving you is real, by going into a restaurant, local restaurant on the mountainside, which is, I'd say that's the more expensive than the authentic local restaurants, to show you how exactly it's going to be, how much exactly a meal. So how much exactly we pay for the electricity and the water, let me show you. In front of me is all the cables, and it's big. It is bigger than the electric cable for sure. It is not the electricity, it is all the water pipe. So we collect the water from the spring. It comes from somewhere up there on the mountains, and you know, it's with so many layers of the soil, so we gotta have the best water ever. So you know, we use that water for cooking, washing. However, the electricity is what we gotta pay. So the electricity, we do have the electric poles in every rice fields like that. So it's a community living out there, and the electricity is simply paid on how much electricity we spend on monthly. So normally with a simple light bulbs at home, or a rice cooker, or you know, to recharge the battery of the phones and things like that, we pay roughly about $5 a month. It's very good. Well, so where is the main income of the locals? Actually, if you pay attention, or if you have ever been here, then you can realize that up there on the mountains is where local people, we farm a lot of cardamoms. Yeah, that is cardamoms. Yeah, cardamoms is for cooking methods, but the majority of that is for the making incense to pray at the temples and pagodas. Yeah, look at this. So that is, you know, the thing. We make income out of it. So the income, it depends on how hardworking you are. You go to the mountain and you farm. Well, summer holidays, the kid only spend time going in the your zone. Hello, hello. Nice. Well, you know, a lot of homestays cropped up in this valley also. So that's a lot of incomes comes from the tourism. So everybody here can speak a little bit of English, which is enough to do the you know, trading and things like that, and guiding tourists somewhere. Yeah, look at that homestay there on the top of the hill. You can see that one on booking.com. So you want to be here. Yeah, the kids up there, they love to that I'll be on the side of the river, because it's only the way that can keep us cold. So beautiful here. So you know, it depends on how fancy your homestay is, so you can make money. You know, you get what you pay for when you travel in Sapa. If you pay like 10 or 15 US dollars, yeah, you're gonna have like a very nice and good homestay with the people who can speak English. But if you get like higher, like 25 to 35 US dollars, you're gonna have like very nice one with a cooking class. And yeah, I have seen so many homestay which is about 50 US or 60 US, and the most expensive one, it is not a homestay, it's the Topaz Eco Lodge, but that one is owned by Danish. That is not really a homestay. This is all you know, it's a hotel, Eco Lodge. Okay, so the homestay, I sometimes take the tourists to an authentic homestay. It is very reasonable. You should come and check it out. Roughly about 4 to 5 US dollars a night. But it's very simple, you know. Beautiful. And that is a way that locals can make income. People here are very adaptable, so you know, they can quickly to think about the way that we can survive, you know. So we are nearly to the restaurant that I mentioned earlier. That restaurant is proper restaurant for tourists. Look at the water resources running all day and night. And it's free. Okay, the restaurant is here. Look at that. Local food, drinks, homestay, souvenir. Well, so now we carry on, and just now the lunch I got, I shown you in the video, and I was paying 70,000, so roughly about 3 US dollars. Actually, to be exact, it's 2.5, something like that. Because dollars now, 26,000 is for 1 USD. So yeah, I think it's very reasonable for tourists. But if I were you, because I'm a local guide, so you know, I know the places where I can get better and cheaper. Yeah. Anyway, the food is great and nice presenting, nice decoration, looks mouth-watering, and it's good for the tourists. Hello. Wow, look at the view. So along the hike, I see a lot of tourists also do hiking. People come from many different countries. Just now, the group that I met in the restaurant, they were Dutch or yeah, something like that. To be honest, I don't know exactly. More incomes might come from the tourism, like people speak good English here, can be a local guide, so we make roughly about 350 to 500,000 per day guiding tourists hiking around Sapa. It depends on the company and depending on the budget of the tourists as well. But it's really a main streams that local people can get the incomes from, and it's very good. Yeah, look at the Sapa town is far away from here, and yeah, beautiful rice field terraces. And this is the only time of the year that you can see these rice fields beautifully farmed in here. I also see a lot of street vendors like black Hmong girls following the tourists, and you know, they follow like very persistently. I bet that most of people already experienced that. Yeah, when you travel to Sapa, you for sure will be encountering the sweet ladies on the street. They try to sell you honey crabs, but they come to meet up, come up to the tourists with a very nice small talks. It was like, how old are you, how many kids you have, and you know, at the end, after 4 or 5 kilometers walking, following, and at that time it's very hard to say no. And for sure, if you like them, you can definitely do shopping from them, but just to make sure that you check up on the prices, or you better have a mindset of supporting the locals by buying or shopping from them, because the prices is always a little bit more expensive than in a Sapa market. Well, I guess it's a time to say goodbye, guys. And if you are curious about the Sapa trip, I've created a PDF which is in the description, helps you to travel Sapa, and you can find more videos to travel Sapa safety or something like that. More information will be revealed over there. Come and check it out. I'm gonna see you in the next one, guys.